Game 7, but I am troubled by the sloppy play from Golden State in the first half. I am troubled by the Rockets going 0 for 27, so I can't get terribly excited about what I saw. I want your feelings on what you witnessed down there in person in Houston.
Well, that's fair because you certainly have seen the Golden State Warriors play better. But when it counted most, particularly in the second half and specifically that third quarter, they turned it on. They outscored them 33-15. They were drilling threes from all over the place. Steph Curry was doing something. Klay Thompson was doing it along those lines. We saw Kevin Durant return to action in the second half, particularly in the fourth quarter, doing the things that he is supposed to do. And so in light of that, the better team won. You just feel, I don't want to say sad, but whether it's melancholy or whatever the word is, the fact that the Houston Rockets didn't have CP3, you're sort of sitting here wondering what might have been. They shot 7 of 44 from three-point range. Harden shot 2 of 13. Eric Gordon shot 2 of 12. Trevor Ariza gave you 41 minutes and didn't score a single point. Missed all 12 of his shots, all 9 of his three-pointers. With CP3 out, and James Harden having the responsibility he had, you simply cannot be that off kilter. And that's what he was. Combine that with the 5 turnovers James Harden had. 3 were in the fourth quarter in pivotal stretches when they could have been on a run, and his turnovers derailed it. And you have what you have. You have a Houston Rockets team that ultimately succumbed to their NBA reigning defending champion Golden State Warriors because the Golden State Warriors were better, especially with Houston not having CP3.
Okay, no Paul. We can't worry about what wasn't there. We can look ahead. We get a 4th installment now, Cavaliers, Golden State. I feel like I can get behind that, even though I've seen it before. Where are you on that series for the NBA championship?
Well, I see a repeat of next year, last year rather. I see a 5-game series. I think that the greatness of LeBron James mandates that you show him the respect of giving him 1 game because he's so great and he's so phenomenal. He's the greatest player of this generation. You have to assume that somehow, some way, they can inspire you to get at least 1 game. I'd be shocked if Cleveland could deliver more than that, because if you couldn't deliver more than 1 game, having with Kyrie Irving as your sidekick last year, I don't know what you're going to do this go round. Certainly it's going to help to have Kevin Love out of concussion protocol. J.R. Smith and Jeff Green and others are going to have to step up. But this is a juggernaut we're talking about here, a Golden State Warriors team that when they really get after you, with their aerial assault, there's little to nothing that you can do. And I've seen nothing from the Cleveland Cavaliers that tells me they can deal with that. A matter of fact, every time we saw Boston hitting threes against them, they ultimately succumbed against Boston. So what are you going to do against the reigning defending NBA champions, who is the greatest shooting team of this generation? I don't know what you can do. I'm hopeful. Please don't get me wrong. I just sincerely doubt that we're going to see anything differently than what we saw last year.
Well, start by guarding up in the third quarter. I hope you didn't check out of your room in Golden State because you got to go right back there. We'll see you for that. We'll see you on First Take. We'll see you on the Scott Van Pelt News Hour.
I just checked into a different hotel. That's all.